Hello, Aries, and welcome to Sacred Rainbow Intuitive Guidance Readings. This is Tara, and today's reading is for Aries, current love energies for Sun, Moon, and Rising for March of 2020. The messages received in this reading are guided by Spirit and as intended for your highest good at the moment you are watching this reading. So, not all messages are for everyone. Please take what resonates with you and then let go of the rest. And for those of you that are cross watchers, be sure to check out my other videos to get a more in-depth reading for this month. And if you enjoy this reading, please let me know by commenting below, hitting the like button, and subscribing to my channel so you can keep up to date on my latest videos. Now let's get started with Aries love reading for March 2020. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the Wisdom of the Oracle card deck and ask, what is your person's current energy? Aries, what are they thinking or feeling or healing towards you right now? Or just in general? We have the Thinker coming up. And what I see is like the building blocks of a foundation that they're sitting on, just sitting there contemplating. And we have the number 4s coming up, so 44, amplifying it by showing up twice. But the 4s are for inner wisdom and, trusting themselves, really taking that time to really think about what it is that they want for the future. Really contemplating their treasure. Okay. They see you as their treasure. Treasure Island. And there's a turtle there with a number 9. So right now it's like they're going through some endings in order to move themselves forward. And I had a card. I was just putting them away. And a card was sliding off. And it wanted to be pulled. It was the top card, Orphaned. So right now, I feel like almost like they're feeling like a lone wolf, even though the wolf didn't show up yet in these cards. But I feel like they're feeling like the lone wolf. They're going through such amount of change and healing that it's really shaking them up. But all they can think about is the treasure, their treasure of love. I mean, in this card, we have a bunch of hearts around this treasure. And there's a star in there. It's showing how much love, that they see you as their star, their guiding light. But right now they're just feeling alone. So I feel like they're separated from you at this time. Let's get some more information from the Quantum Oracle cards for Aries for March, just to go on with what is your person's current energy right now towards you. The loving man with the bouquet of flowers. It's like he's journeyed down this long path to stand in front of you. And look at all the light behind him. But there's a 5 again showing up. So all the change and the motivation towards this treasure leads you to this loving man. Let's get some more clarifying information. Peace, intention, number 2. Back here, there's a hot air balloon that's white. And some swans. I'll bring it up closer. Oh, there we go. And she's just kind of swinging there, looking at the view, the mountaintops. Each of these cards also have, take whatever you resonate with as well. Because these cards have a lot of information just for you specifically. Commitment, contract. So this is your person's current energy towards you. This is interesting. Optimism. Stay optimistic. Okay. I feel like they know, like, you are their mountaintop. You are the one, like, the loving man's here. They want peace with you. And they're ready. They're ready to sign the dotted line and make a commitment. A commitment towards a better future with you, with different areas of their life. They're just really looking to create a balance of peace and harmony. And they know that they're deserving of this love, of this commitment. Because they're ready to go all in. But they're thinking about it. And because the orphan card came out, I feel like they're at a distance right now. So it's not really being revealed. Okay, Aries. I want to get some more information from what does your person's 3D want you to know? And I'm going to use the Oracle of the Fairies cards. So what does your person's 3D want you to know? Like, where are they emotionally at? Mentally? How do they feel towards you? Hidden depths. So just like the orphan card, this is just spirit and your person coming through saying that they haven't revealed everything to you yet. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. So let the truth reveal itself. In due time, truth always does reveal itself. It will be time for celebration. And look at it's a couple celebrating. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Okay. So the thinker may be thinking about coming back with this offer. This thinker. Because they know that you're their hidden treasure. They think about you. They're keeping optimistic. Let's get some clarifying information. I'm going to turn to the Life Purpose Oracle cards. And what does your person's 3D... Oh, what is there? I want to let you know. And I just had 2 cards. Drop. So let's see. Counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. And we have travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. This also could mean that they're thinking about going traveling to you. Counseling, I feel like that could also be like they see you as that. Like they see you as the person that they could turn to, and that you're always kind and you always provided exactly what they needed. And they hadn't met anybody like that before. Traveling, I feel like either they're traveling towards you or they want to take a trip with you to celebrate, to kind of get away and just be yourselves together. But this is all hidden. This is all like in the thinking mind. So it hasn't come forward yet. Right. It says leadership, take charge of the situation. It's not saying for you to go call them right now and say, let's do this, let's go. But this is saying, they will take charge. Eventually, once they're out of this thinking mindset, they will eventually move forward. In whatever story that looks like. But just allow patience, because eventually, they know where their heart and their mind and their soul is leading them. All right, what do they see with you and your connection? And I'm going to go to the Psychic Tarot card deck for Aries and see What do they see with you and your connection? I like this card. The waiting game, right? While he's thinking or she's thinking, they're taking that time to really evaluate what it is they want. And they're also balancing it out because they're really looking for a harmonious relationship. It's like they're circling. They're waiting for, the right amount of growth in order to proceed forward. Sacrifice. Okay. Maybe one of you has to sacrifice something in order to come forward. Maybe it's about creating new beginnings, changing up the reality. So maybe they'd be sacrificing bits and pieces of themselves or who they thought they used to be in order to come forward. So that's might be something that's keeping them from moving forward, is that they feel the sacrifice. Let's get some additional information. These cards keep on dropping. This one fell to the floor. It's called it's the Gateway Oracle cards, and this is Soaring into Joy. It says, childlike wonder fills my life. So what they see with you and your connection is they want to be joyous. They want to be happy with you. They're sacrificing right now in order to be away from you while they come into their power. And the card says, I step into my power boldly and confidently. So they're taking their time. They're healing themselves. They're working on what needs to be released in order for them to fully step into their power. And they know that while they're away, they're sacrificing. But communicate freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. Communication is like a gateway to understanding so much more than we can even imagine. It's when we don't communicate that things create blockages and pain and fear and whatever else, anxieties, depression, whatever may come up. It spirals. So as long as we're open and honest, that's all that matters. And if the person that we're speaking with doesn't resonate with our honesty, then that's okay too. But as long as you're open and honest, that's all that matters. And you're communicating freely. And if they can't handle your truth, then that's okay. Sometimes people aren't meant to be in our lives forever. Sometimes they just come in as blessings and lessons and then move on. But they want you to communicate freely, whether it be to them or to others, and they're learning how to step into their power and also communicate freely. All right, let's see what does your person's higher self want you to know? And I'll move on to the Twin Flame Journey Tarot cards. This is for Aries for March 2020. For love. What does your person's higher self want you to know? The Fool. Right, they're going through an activation right now. They feel like they've been pushed into all these different directions. And really everything is just taking them up and up. And all they know is that it's just this one path that they want to go down. But they've had to, learn. all this stuff that they're hiding, that they're thinking about, feeling orphans, like all these past injuries, like souls, hurts, pains. They're working through it. They're being activated to let that go. They're looking forward to new beginnings, and new beginnings is coming. It's just, looking forward to that. And, the Fool is a 0, but that's also saying it's God energy. And obviously here the star wants to come out, and that's universal alignment. That's universe showing up once again. I'll put that up here. So it's also hope and renewal of the relationship that you have, renewal of, well, when I just looked at the timer, it said 15:55, and that's also change. 555 is change. They're looking for a change within your dynamic. And once there can be this change in your dynamic, but also within yourselves, then you can realign. Because the universe is like, it's like the path, this lighted path is leading back. Planning and decisions, 2 of Wands. But it takes time, What's the right plan of action? How do they approach you? How do they come forward? What is it that they're going to say? What is it that you're going to say? How, this is all going in their mind. It's, mapping different progresses, but trusting in the unknown. And let's get some messages from the Twin Flame Messages, Volume 2. And see what your person has to say, Aries. I'm really bad at commitment. This card's come up a lot in the readings this month. And the question that I ask is, what is it that causes these love interests to be bad at commitment? Is it just a fear of actual love? Fear of like a divine partnership? Because the universe is, this is the direction that the universe is pointing in. Let's see what else they have to say. I see a little part of you in everyone I meet. Okay. I feel too much pressure right now. Right, that's why they're in thinking mode. That's why they're feeling orphaned. They're like, I'm going to hermit myself so I can run away and not deal with it. But they're thinking, so they're in their head. So at least they're taking some action, even if it doesn't look like it on the physical. I care too much about what others think right now. Let's get one more. You're all I've ever wanted. I guess enough said, huh? Enough said on that one. Let's get one final message from Spirit, from the Lovers Oracle card deck. And I'm going to shuffle this up a little bit for Aries. Oop. All right, I think it's this one. I have one here. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay. At the right time, Cupid's arrow is gonna strike. Or that's what the energy is saying. So have patience. Trust. Work on yourselves. Send love to yourselves. Knowing that right now, a spirit is saying that, you're in a waiting game. Take the time to focus on yourself. Balance, balance yourself. Allow time for these hidden depths to be revealed. I think that's it for now, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you received the messages that you were seeking. And if you enjoyed this reading, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Then click on that bell button to stay up to date on my latest videos. I'll see you next time, Aries. Thanks. Have a great day.